All right. Yeah, I think it just needs to be reset or something.
We will give everybody a minute or two to jump back on. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We're still learning how to do all this stuff too for you guys. So thank you for being patient with us. At least we figured it out at the beginning of the video instead of at the end of the class this week. They were happy to have class too. Glad everybody's able to jump in and watch. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. People can jump in as we go. Hello, everybody knows who I am, I suppose. I'm Mrs. Hanson. I'm excited to get to do this again. Like I said, we're going to try to get to do this. As you can see, we now have the ability to comment. So if you have questions during the class, please let us know. Mr. Hanson's manning a tablet. Little Mrs. Hanson will be my helper. So if you have questions during class, we'll try to answer that as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Cheria. Anjo. Gunya. Bro. Chariot. Sandenge. Gunye. Fun. All right, so we're going to do our usual 5-minute warm up, and then today we're going to work on some step sparring applications. So go ahead and you can either run in place, or if you have enough room, you can run forwards and backwards. And we're going to do this for another minute. Just to get moving. Keep going. Almost done. And fingers open, closed, open, close. We're going to rotate our hands. Okay, both ways. Rotate your elbows. Make sure you go both ways. Okay, arms forward. So you'll notice we're doing class in our house today. It's a little bit chillier than we would like to be outside. So we're doing it in our house today. So a lot of the stuff that we're working on today is good for you guys to work on outside of the live class. That kind of shows you how you can work in a smaller space too. Okay, feet out, touch the middle. Touch your left foot. Touch your right foot. Touch the middle. Okay, walk your feet out a little bit. Walk over, touch your left foot. Walk over, touch your right foot. Back to the middle. Make your feet as big as you can. And sit back. Okay. So this time, today we're going to walk our hands out as far as we can. And touch your elbows. Oh, that's Zelda. She says good morning. This week she's not running in the middle of the video.
Well, we hope not. But we're not that lucky with this one.
Okay, feet together, butterfly. Okay, push your knees down, try to get them to the floor. Butterfly. Grabbing our toes, walking them out in front. Okay, let go, shake them out. Okay, grab your toes one more time. Walking them in front. Let go, shake them out. Okay, so on your backs, depending on your age, you can either do your setups or your roly-polies. We're going to do 10 of them. Okay, so Mr. Hansen's going to do, Mr. Hansen's going to do sit-ups. I'm going to do roly-polies. On my count. Ready? Hana. Duo. Set. Net. Tacit. Yasset. Pick up. Yado. Aho. Yo. Good job. So you guys should be practicing your counting at home too. Okay, on your stomachs. Okay, everybody up for push-up position. Help me count to 10 in Korean. Ready? Hana.
Hana.
Duo.
Duo.
Set.
Set.
Net.
Net.
Tacit.
Tacit.
Yasset.
Yes.
Agap.
Go.
Yado.
Yo.
Aho.
Oh.
Yo.
Yo.
Good job. All right, so we're going to go ahead and shake it out. Okay, so like I said, what we're going to be working mostly on, so our step sparring kind of stuff for our littles. That means more of what I want to focus on is like how we block punches and how we block kicks and stuff, and how we use our low blocks and our middle blocks and our inward blocks. So the basic white belt techniques to block something that's coming at us. So if you're short on space, you're just going to go back and forth, back and forth. If you're not short on space, you're going to do it backwards and forwards, going across the floor. So because we're short on space this way. We're going to do it this way so you can see us on camera. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is your low block. So Mr. Hansen is going to do a front kick. So remember I said last week that I'll come closer. So we're going to be blocking with this part of our arm on a front or on a low block. So that's why we have our child touch their ear like this and do a low block here. Okay? So the idea is, and you can do this on like a stick or a pad or like one of those pool noodles. You can practice your blocks this way. Okay, so one of the big things we talk about in class is to make sure that when you're getting attacked, that you step backwards. So since we can comment, who can tell me why we step backwards to block something? And you guys, anybody can respond, and Mr. Hansen, I'll tell you whether you're right. Okay?
That one, not this one.
So the idea is we're going to step backwards, and we're going to do our low block. Okay? So I'm going to step backwards, low block. And we're going to go back to chin B. Okay? So this is if somebody's kicking us. We'll go at an angle. We're going to go at an angle a little bit. Mr. Hansen's tall. Okay. So again, he's going to do a front kick. We're going to step backwards, low block. Okay, one more time. Step backwards, low block. Okay, now he's going to do the other side. Okay, so again, we're blocking with this part of our arm here. Okay, so he's going to do a front kick, then backwards, low block. Okay, so I don't see anything in the comments, so I'll give you guys a hint as far as why we step backwards. Okay, so if Mr. Hansen was kicking me and I step forward, okay, I'm going to get kicked, right? Okay, but if I step backwards and I don't block, okay, I'm less likely to get kicked. So that step backwards is very important. Okay, does that make sense? So far, so good? Okay, so the other way you can do this, and I'm going to have Mr. Hansen turn his back to the camera just so you guys can see the idea. Okay, so come over here. Okay, so he's going to step forward, front kick, and this is how it looks if you're coming across the floor. A low block, so see I step backwards, low block. You want to try to block the same step. One more, step backwards, low block. Okay, then I'm going to do the same thing. Very nice, not that like this. Okay, so I'm going to do front kick. Okay, see how he steps backwards? And he's got long legs, so he just ran out of room. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So that's your application for your low block. Okay, so our next block is our middle block. So it's still that same side, so we're still touching our ear. Okay, and but this time we're coming across their face. So if you guys remember, okay, remember what kind of stuff does this block? Again, answer in the comments if you can. I'll tell you guys too. It's blocking stuff that's coming at our face like punches, right? So if Mr. Hansen is punching me, okay, so again, if I step forward and he punches me, I'm gonna punch. Even if I block, I still get hit, right? Okay, but if he steps forward and punches me, and I step backwards, I'm less likely to get punched, right? Okay, so this is the base of all those step sparring routines that we talked about. Number 1, number 2, number 3. It all starts here with that step backwards and block. Okay, so we're gonna start. So we're gonna do it back and forth. So he's gonna step forward, punch. Yeah. Okay, so he started with the right punch. Okay, and we're gonna go back to Chumbi. Okay, now he's gonna do the other side. So remember, we're blocking with this inside part of our arm. So step backwards and block. Okay, for Chumbi. So I'm gonna have him do it. So I'm gonna step forward and punch. Okay, so remember when you're doing this, you want to be a punch length away so that you have to block. So we're going to go Chumbi. Okay, so I'm going to punch with my right hand first. He's going to block with his left hand. He's going to step backwards with his right foot. Ready? Or with his left foot. Step forward, punch. Good? again, one more time. Okay, now I'm going to switch sides. I'm going to do the left side. Ready, go. Okay. So, inward blocks work sort of the same. So if we're going up to the single straight up, inward blocks work sort of the same. Okay? We still have to step backwards. We're just changing direction. That's why when I'm teaching, I have you guys start at your ear and swing it through. Okay? So inward blocks. So he's going to step forward and punch. So if you look, I'm walking that front foot, my left foot, and my left arm are both blocking. And I'm using his arm, the baseball, or I'm using my arm to baseball back his out of the way. So that can show me. Okay? Again, we're going to go with his other side. Ready, go. And again, I want to get it out of the way. Go back to show me. Okay, now I'm going to punch him. My right hand first. Ready, go. You missed. I missed.
I think Mr. Hansen got punched.
Ready,
Go, she missed.
ready, go. Okay. When you're practicing this at home, make sure you're not punching over here. Make sure you're punching straight in the middle. But that was part of the problem, is I just punched him over here and kind of missed. Okay, so now we're going to punch left side. Step forward, punch. Woo. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to do this side. Step forward, punch. Okay, one more time. Step forward, punch. Okay, and again, this is stuff you can do across the floor. So I'm going to turn my back to you for just a minute. Okay, so he's going to step forward, punch. So the first one I'm going to do is a middle block. Okay, so we're going to step backwards, middle block. Step backwards, middle block. Step backwards, middle block. Okay, we're going to go to V. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing. Step forward, punch. Step forward, punch. Step forward, punch. Okay.
No.
Okay, same thing with the inward blocks. Okay. Woo. Lift up. Ready. Slide ball. Ready, go. Okay, one more. One more. And then we're going to step backward. Go. So, and like you don't just have to use punches. Like my single stripes have that side stripe with the knife hand. So if I step forward, do a side stripe with the knife hand, he can do that inward look. Okay, same thing on the other side. So those are the base. That's the base to what you can do with step sparring stuff. So now if we did number one, this is what number one would look like. And this is again for my alright. Okay, so we're gonna do number one. So this is for like my single stripes and my double stripes working in the second class. Okay, so I'm gonna say right punch first. He's gonna say
Yep.
and I'm going to say, yeah, and then he's going to step forward and punch me with his right hand. I'm going to step backwards and do a middle block. Okay, again, I'm short on space. He's tall. Okay, and then I get to step through and punch him. Okay, notice that the sitting center section punch. Okay, that's number one. Okay, so we'll do that one again. And just so you know, we have the first 4 step sparring on our recorded videos also, so you can re-reference those videos as well. And we'll do number 2. Okay, so we'll do right punch, please.
Yep.
Okay, so again, step backward block. Okay, step through into our sitting stance. Middle punch, and then we're going to go a little low punch, and then we're going to go up, and we're going to do a high punch. So we're looking like at your nose level, not at like Mr. Johnson time. Okay?
No, Mr. Johnson.
So that's what number one, number two. Again, remember we have those videos. We have the recorded videos. Thank you to Mr. Richard Hansen. We have number 1 through 4 recorded, so you can reference. Okay, so for the last couple of minutes, we're going to talk about belt sparring and just kind of sparring drills in general, because I know everybody likes this. So I have different things we can use. So we have these. So we're going to show you how to play belt tag. Okay, you can use different things if you have your own belts. You can use your own belts. Okay, or like I took a belt from one of my back rows, and you can use this too. Okay, so we'll start with our belt sparring. So you notice we don't have a lot of space to do belt sparring. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna practice hitting our feet, trying to get the feet, and we're gonna practice moving in circles. So we're not running around all over the place. Okay, so if you have a partner, face your partner. Chariot, Gunye. Okay, so again, you don't have to be doing this, but if you can find something or you want to do practice this later, you're more than welcome. Okay, so again, we get in our fighting stance. Again, we don't have a lot of room, so we can't chase each other all over the place. Okay, our goal is to just move around in circles. So practice moving one direction and then the other direction. So you see, moving, but we're not chasing each other. Keep going, keep going. Okay, keep going. So if you look, we're both trying to move different directions. Okay, so moving sideways, and then we're moving in. And I got it twice. But you remember, I have to get in.
I can hit you from across
Mr. Hands. You can get in and get out. Don't just stand there whacking. Okay, curl. So take a break for a minute. Okay, so the other way you can do this is doing our flag sparring. Okay, and you can take your bathrobe, stick it in your belt. Okay, so you look at where Mr. Hansen has it. So, again, face your partner, chariot. Okay, we're going to get in our fighting stance, and we're still going to be nice. We're going to touch hands. Says I'm ready. Ready? See, jump. So again, and he got. Okay, so if you look, we're not running around, we're not chasing each other. Okay, we're moving small. We're moving sideways. We're moving in circles. We're moving in. We're moving out. Okay, so you can do that with small pieces of cloth. You can, if you have an extra white belt, you can have an extra white belt.
Yeah.
Do that kind of stuff. Okay, so we'll do one more round of belt sparring, just for good measure. It's fun.
She wants to whack on me.
I'd like to. It's there. Okay, face your partner. Chariot. Gunye. Okay, fighting stance. Touch the belts. Ready, go. So keep going, keep going. Good. Good. All right, for face your partner, chariot. Gunye. All right, so that's how you can belt spar in the house. If you think you can keep it under control. All right, so glad this class worked a little bit better this week. Okay. Again, we're going to try to at least do this every Saturday. For our littles, look to have our line techniques posted this week as well. so you can start working on that stuff at home so that you're ready when we get to start back up again. So hopefully everybody has fun today. And again, thank you for working with us in our technical difficulties starting out. Hopefully this was fun. And then if you want to hang out and watch a little bit of Mr. Hansen's class coming up in about 2 minutes, we'll see you then too. Richard, yeah. Anjo. Bukiam. Bro. Chariot. Sabanunge. Kunye. Taekwon. Isa. Matsumira. We'll see you guys next week.